Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network. Just wanted to show you because there it is, right up there. That's because I usually am sitting at my desk or at the kitchen table doing a video. Sorry about moving the camera for those that are seasick, so to speak. Motion sickness, sorry, that's what it actually is. Right now, I'm watching Buccaneers Panthers. Panthers up 42-28 NFL. But let's talk about a TV show that I love, a TV show that's back. And here, moving on, talking about this most recent episode, Last Man Standing, Season 7, Episode 5. Last Man Standing, welcoming Jen, a Chinese foreign exchange student, and the Baxters want her to live with them for a semester. And also as a subplot, plot B, Boyd having his first crush, and the crush coming over, though we don't actually meet her unless I missed that scene. And I've watched this episode 6 times already. So, yeah, 6 times in 48 hours. I know. I've also watched the finals of the WWE World Cup that was on the WWE Network with WWE Crown Jewel event 12 times. But that was one specific match in a 4-hour show. Anyways, let's talk about this episode, Last Man Standing, Season 7, Episode 5, which I would say to me was probably the funniest episode this season. There were plenty of sweet moments as well, but like I said, the main focus of this episode revolving around Jen, played by Christian Mariyu, a foreign exchange student from Hong Kong, China. And the Baxters, especially Vanessa, want her to live with them for a semester, so that's the A plot. But not to be overlooked, though, with the B plot of this episode is Boyd Baxter, now played by Jet Jurgensmeyer, having his first crush. And it's a surprise to his parents who find out from Mandy, who's now played by Molly McCook, and Kyle, that Boyd tells them more things than he tells their own parents. Not just because of, oh, my parents, and they'll be all gushy about it. That was part of it. But others where Mandy and Kyle were excited about what he's talking about and actually trying to talk to him like a fellow, maybe not fellow adult, but fellow person than as their parents would, as their child, in these cute, adorable, big moments in their lives. It's the next step of growing up, aging, whatever. Anyways, while Boyd doesn't want his parents to embarrass him, they think it's too cute. And at the end, the boy still experiences these things for the first time and still has his own issues. And here we go. As the assets of the foreign exchange student, Last Man Standing began when Vanessa informs Mike about an event for foreign exchange students that evening. Mike doesn't want to attend, but Vanessa plans on attending anyways. Apparently, she studied abroad in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and she thoroughly loved the experience back in the day. At the foreign exchange student gathering, Vanessa immediately meets Jen. The two females hit it off instantly. Jen loves science, especially geology, and that's what she wants to study. She wants to major in it and then teach it. Vanessa is in love and is so happy, it seems like, and so happy that she finds another person, a young woman, that is passionate about what she does. I'm sure she doesn't get that often. Because she herself is a geologist and a former teacher. How does this not even fit in perfectly? It was like it was meant to be. Now, it's a TV show, so it's written to be. But sometimes in life, it's too good to be true, but it is meant to be. Do the work of the Lord above and your own determination of work to get to whatever that situation is. It is meant to be. It's true, I believe. It's staying true. Everything happens for a reason. That's my personal belief. But back to the episode, furthermore, Jen laughs at all of Vanessa's geology-related puns. Overjoyed at meeting Jen, Vanessa returns home and tells Mike she wants to offer Jen the opportunity to live with them. Sorry about that. Live with them for the next semester. Mike flatly says no. Kyle and Mandy are rarely home, and he enjoys his daily routine and enjoys and wonders why Vanessa doesn't want to enjoy the empty nest that they will have. Vanessa has other ideas. However, in saying, I want this, and I'm overruling you, and closing the dishwasher instead of slamming a door. That actually was right there for the writers, specifically, I thought. Mike agrees to have dinner with Jen and her father, played by Joseph Chow. Vanessa asks Mike to be polite and politically correct, not talking about snowflakes, Benghazi, and the flake gate. And Mike just says under his breath after she leaves the room, they're all connected. I was like, okay. Anyway, it's the following day. Mike finishes work only to find Ed, Chuck, and Joe drinking and hanging out. So it seems like Ed is enjoying retirement so much he brought drinks for his two buddies. And ain't that sweet? And it was also sweet and awesome to see Hector is still on the show, just his character is now in retirement. You get to see him from that aspect of things. So that's awesome. And when Mike tells them about the dinner with Jen and her father, they laugh themselves silly. They cannot believe Mike will succeed at being polite and politically correct. Ed even offers this wisdom when he detects Mike disagrees with the notion of hosting a foreign exchange student on its very core, periodly. By Ed saying, when any of my wives wanted to do something that I was against, I said, no, 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 no. And Mike goes, did you really? Ed says, yep. And Mike says, well, that's why you're in the Divorce Attorneys Hall of Fame. And that was, damn, good. Mike reiterates he loves Vanessa. He will support her, and he compromises because he cares about their marriage. And he proves that later in this episode, as I will bring up later. And moving right along, when Jen and Henry arrive at the Baxter's house, Mike and Vanessa warmly welcome them. When Mike starts to comment about the poor road conditions, Vanessa reminds him to keep quiet. She and Jen leave to prepare dinner, and the conversation really becomes humorous. Because first off, Jen tells the daughter, the daughter tells the father, the young woman tells her father in Chinese to not embarrass her, and he pretty much translates that to Mike. Said she just told me not to embarrass her, and Mike's like, I might not understood what she said there because it was in a foreign language, but I got to just do it, or I get what that means. With a look sort of thing, like you heard before, he has 3 daughters. Mike informs Henry that he owns Outdoor Man, and he'll give Henry a personal tour tomorrow. Henry follows up by asking how the president's tariffs have affected the price of aluminum, and by extension, boat sales at Outdoor Man. Mike deflects the question with an answer: boats are great because they float. That's true. That's a good thing. We want your boat to float, otherwise they definitely won't have any needs for anybody to own them if they're all breaking down. Then you just have shoddy craftsmanship. Who want to buy from Outdoor Man if your boats are crap? In that aspect. Excuse me. Henry then remarks nobody in his country understands how President Trump defeated Hillary Clinton. Wasn't Mr. Clinton more experienced? Henry asked him, which Mike answers, they say so. Didn't she receive more votes? Henry questions, and Mike simply nods his head, literally biting his tongue. Tremendous, though, acting by Tim Allen and Hokus Chow. I mean, awesome. I remember seeing him in something else in the past of TV shows or movies, but he's a great actor himself. I apologize that I'm saying your name wrong. I don't mean to be that person. I didn't mean to. I try my best to say names right, but I guess that's the American in me. I don't know. I apologize. Either it's the person directly or anybody of any other name. I mean, heck, even regular English names are sometimes hard for me to say. So that's a me thing, not a world viewpoint thing. Anyways, moving right along, the faces Alan made were priceless, and Chow's ability to keep a straight face shows his acting talent as well. They're both great, and they both work well together, flowed together, and all the scenes they had together, whether comical or otherwise. Great jobs by both of them. Hopefully, we do get to see him more often, Chow, more often, guest starring, maybe visiting his daughter, or talking to his daughter, or talking to Mike, Who knows? FaceTiming. Who knows? Mike finally suggests the two men check on dinner. After dinner, Mike and Vanessa tell Jen they enjoyed her company, but her father privately declines their offer for her to live with them. They both are crushed. Vanessa wants to be a motherly figure to Jen, and she doesn't like the idea of being an empty nester. Mike even likes Jen. She and Vanessa get along so well, and she was so polite and friendly. I imagine he saw some of the same qualities in her as his daughters, as he does in his own daughters. But yeah, Mike wanted to be an empty nester, have the house to themselves. Soon, Kyle and Mandy will go home, or will make a home for themselves. They're in that trailer park, or in that property that the trailer park is in. But we'll certainly see there moving forward, and at some point they will be empty nesters. But Vanessa doesn't want that. She always wants to have a kid there to be there for, whether it was her own children, whether it was her grandchild that was living there for a while, remember? And Boyd Baxter. So either way, she wants somebody there, or be that motherly figure too. If not literally be a mother. So I don't think they're going to have them have more kids, but still, the motherly figure she is all that she really wants. But moving right along, the next day at Outdoor Man, Mike talks to Henry. And Henry tells Mike while he liked Vanessa, he dislikes Mike. And why? He says that he's soft. You also seem to have no opinions on how your country is run and don't like. Mike attempts to clear up any misunderstandings when he encourages Chuck and then Ed to tell Henry about himself. They initially sugarcoat who Mike really is because they think that's what he needs to do, right? Of how their interaction went earlier in the episode, but he's like, tell him who the real Mike is. Jen might not stay here if you don't. And then gives him that look, like a parent look, almost. Like a parent gives their child. Like, come on now, sort of thing, or better do it, dang it, sort of thing. And that's to his friends. Anyways, in fact, Ed states Mike is a bastard. And maybe not the best choice of words. And Henry again refuses the offer for Jen to live with the Baxters. Yet he inadvertently reveals he does not want Jen to leave home. Her mother died when she was 10. It's only him and her. Mike speaks highly of Vanessa and tells Henry the truth. He was just being polite at dinner. The road sucks because the government sucks. And in a Tim Taylor-like sound, he says, Mike Baxter. After all is said and done, Jen will live with the Baxters. She won't arrive until the next semester. So she will probably appear in episodes more frequently beginning in January, the second half of the season. For Fox, that will be another marketing opportunity for Last Man Standing. The duo addition of Christian Mariu and Jack's new storylines into the show. Mike tells Jen he wasn't his normal stuff in dinner, which she retorts, neither was I. It'll be nice to see Jen live with the Baxters. Perhaps Jen can teach Mike new aspects about her culture, and he can have more open-minded and be more open-minded. Mike can teach her about all that takes in making this country both crazy and great. And for Vanessa, there's a chance to really make an impact on this girl's life. He was very similar to Mike. Jen appears to be very similar to Vanessa. And now we move on to the B plot of the episode that was running through this episode, interwoven above the A plot, or below the A plot. Boyd likes a girl and meeting for the first time, even though they're just doing homework. At dinner, Mandy and Kyle inform Ryan and Kristen that Boyd has his first crush. Her name is Danielle, and she is in his math class. The Vogelssons are surprised to learn this. Teenagers. Kristen speaks to Boyd about Danielle, and he admits he didn't want to tell her because she may embarrass him. While she denies this claim, when he says no pictures, she asks if she can take one, And that would be his point exactly, even though he doesn't let her do so. Ryan jumps to hysterical conclusions, but Kristen cautions against any hasty judgments. She admits she finds this all too sweet for a boy who's growing up. She even tells Boyd no matter how old he is, he'll always be her baby boy. Again, embarrassment factor, but still true. Minutes before Danielle arrives, Boyd becomes nervous. He doesn't know what to say. And he wants, he now wants his parents' help. Luckily, his parents offer him advice. He gains confidence, only to discover she changed her outfit. He asks his parents to stall her while he styles his hair. This is the most strange time for Jurgensmeyer. On Last Man Standing, he famously portrayed a teenage boy with his first crush, and Ryan and Kristen will probably need advice from Mike and Vanessa. They ended up with a teenage pregnancy, so I'm certain they don't want Boyd to make the same mistake. Boyd probably will ask Ryan and Mike for advice on girls. It'll be interesting to see how Mike and Ryan differ in their ideas about dating. Mike sees Boyd dating from the perspective of a grandfather who has enjoyed a long marriage, and Ryan sees Boyd dating from the viewpoint as his father, who wasn't there when Boyd was very young. It would be neat to see Danielle on Last Man Standing. After all, seeing her and Boyd together would be progression for the show and could reveal new things about Boyd. Exactly. Plus, you get to see another female actress. I mean, looking her up. I know there is for Disney Star, they definitely show bikini shots, and that's them. They post on their own social media, so it'll be one of whoever plays Danielle. We'll see. Ed, Joe, and Chuck all added to comedy to this episode. Jay Leno really makes Joe likable and funny for sure. Averaging that in Chuck, Joe planning on throwing up in Mike's office. Chuck is a caring, hardworking man who can evenly match Mike's comments. I mean, in the last episode, he and Vanessa pranked Mike. Jonathan Adams delivers his lines just with the right touch. And of course, the series regular, and he is a generous man, even if his advice isn't the greatest. Despite his older age, Hector can still make viewers laugh. In the last scene of this episode, Mike shakes his head, admitting it will be a female-dominated household once again. That scene reminded me of the early seasons of Last Man Standing, literally even the premiere. The females ran the Baxter house, and Mike learned how he fit in coming back from off the road and being grounded in that case. The early seasons still had their flaws, but it is now in its 7th season. Last Man Standing is more polished, and now that also it returns to a new network, it's been hitting it out of the park with each and every episode from the beginning here of season 7. I do hope to see that continue. Because seriously, hopefully, the rest of the season builds on the ample amount of laughter and sweet moments from tonight, but also doesn't forget continuity of storylines, even simply from the previous episode, let alone from the premiere. Keep things going. Keep things moving. Let's stay on top and be the last man standing I know we can be. Oh, it's true. It's dang true. And I want to promote here at the end, as a WWE fan that I am trying to see if I can go to WrestleMania next year, April 2019 in NYC. So if you yourself or anybody you know is able to help me out, however, financially, otherwise, I might then set up a GoFundMe and go from there. And you can try to contribute. I'm trying to. They're doing the. Excuse me. Sorry. They're doing the. The travel package is already on Monday, tomorrow, starting at noon Eastern. So I don't know if I'll be able to get any of those, but just wanted to share that because I would love to go, and I really would hope maybe whether you yourself is able to, or if you're related to a millionaire, or just know someone that could be able to help me in any way, whether it's just for a ticket, for the travel package, for this or for that, or however, in any kind of way, let me know. If it is in any financial way, maybe, like I said, I'll set up a GoFundMe. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you watch this whole thing, just type in WrestleMania, just in case you did watch all the way to the end to my little spiel about my hoping to go to my very first WWE event of any kind. I mean, you don't even have to like wrestling. You can hate it with a passion, but it is my passion. And I definitely, if you know anybody that could help me out, I would greatly appreciate it. So, like I said, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you're a football fan, enjoy the rest of the football games. My Packers for the Patriots this Sunday night. So enjoy the weather in your area, because for me here, it's been a somewhat gloomy, not terrible day here in Wisconsin. So hope your day's going well too. But above all else, as always, take care.